Becoming illegal in the UK can happen to anyone. A lot of people come to the UK, it's not like they plan to become illegal, but some of the UK policy changes and things just changed for them as well. So for British people watching my content, I doubt they do. When you hear illegal immigrants, you just think, oh, they came to the UK via boat or they lied their way to the UK. Some people came to the UK legal, but the UK policy changes made them illegal. And again, I'm not saying the government shouldn't change policy. They should, but I just feel like they don't consider like people that came to the UK legally. I've heard stories of people who came to the UK legally, and due to the new rules change and all of that, it affected them, and now they are now in the UK and they're now illegal immigrants. As an immigrant in the UK, you're not yet a naturalized citizen. You don't have your ILR. You need to plan ahead. You don't need to relax. And some of these people, before coming to the UK, some of them have sold their property. They literally gave out everything they have back home because they are planning on coming here to make this place like their home. And they never ever thought that it could become illegal. I'll give you an example, okay? There's like an employer who like recruited over 200 and something people from different countries. UK found out that some stuff about his organization and they revoked his license, and now over 200 care workers that is under this company will have just 60 days to get a new job or leave the UK. We all know how it works in the UK. You don't just wake up and get a job. Guys, tell me, is this fine? I feel like I'm just all over the place. This is gold, this is silver, this is silver. I couldn't get silver one. I would have loved silver, but I think it's cute. As I was saying, as an immigrant living in the UK, these are some of the things you should put in place just in case. It doesn't hurt to have plan A, B, C, and D. It's always good to have like plans of things you want to do because things might change. When you migrate to a new country, you can't just hit the ground running. First thing you should do as an immigrant or when you migrate to the UK is investment. Start investing. Like, you don't have to start investing like big amounts of money. You can start investing like £50 monthly, £100. Monzo has different investments where you can be putting in either £50 a month or £100 a month. Even international students, you can still do that. You can decide to do £50 a month and just leave the money there. Another thing you need to do as an immigrant is savings. You need to save as if your life depends on it, because literally your life depends on your savings. Because if government changes any policy and you have to go back to your country, you'll have more than enough money to go back and start afresh. Those that came legal and became illegal don't want to go back to your country because there is nothing to go back to. They've literally sold everything. They sold their property, sold their house, because their intention of coming to the UK is, I'm going to make this place my new home. Things change and they find themselves illegal. You don't even want to be an illegal immigrant. In fact, I want you to watch this video.
The Home Office is ramping up enforcement activity against those living and working illegally across the UK.
Alright, you speak a little bit of English? Okay. We're going to take you into this room and just speak to you in here, yeah?
This raid on an East London construction company, one of hundreds of similar operations over the past year, which saw immigration enforcement officers increase their activity by almost 70%. Now from today, the fines facing businesses and landlords who employ or accommodate illegal workers are being increased substantially. A GB News investigation into illegal employment found a number of asylum seekers working in breach of employment rules at this car wash in Aldershot. Fatos, so you're the manager?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that this man was an asylum seeker?
No, I didn't know.
Under the new rules, businesses caught employing migrants illegally will see potential maximum fines rise from £15,000 to £45,000. Rogue landlords accommodating illegal migrants without proper background checks also face a significant hike in fines from £1,000 for each tenant to £10,000.
Government are really clamping down so much on illegal immigrants. They are even planning on passing a new bill called the Illegal Migration Bill, which means that if they find any illegal immigrants in the UK, they are just going to deport them or detain them. If you can't afford it, because I know that life in the UK is not so easy. I mean, the money comes and the money goes. But if you are able to be financially stable to a point where you think you can afford properties back home, I will tell you to invest in properties back home. Buy land, build houses, put them on rent. Property is one good investment that has low risk. Have that back home just in case. We somehow feel like investing back home is like throwing away money because of stories we've heard, you know, or you don't have a trusted family member, or you don't have anybody that you can trust to send money back home to invest for you, because there are so many stories out there, people sending money back home and the people they trust to invest for them, you know, squander the money. As long as you are on a visa living in the UK, you actually need to have multiple plans to protect yourself from becoming illegal immigrants, or to protect yourself just in case, because there are so many people that have come to this UK legally but are now living as an illegal immigrant and they can't go back because there's nothing to go back to. I would think the government will come up with a scheme to keep those people who came legally from becoming illegal, because I mean, these people are working. Government could have taxed it. If there was a scheme to keep these people on a different visa, or at least giving them a longer time to find a job. 60 days is too small. You can give them up to a year or 2 years instead of giving them time frame that is not realistic. Another thing you should do as an immigrant in the UK, as long as you've not spent 5 years in the UK, you don't have ILR, you're not a naturalized citizen, I'll say travel. Build your travel history, travel, apply for visas, and also stay updated with other countries' immigration policies. Look at other pathway in that country you can apply for. Stay updated with immigration rules. Stay updated with your favorite YouTuber that shared updates, UK updates, so that you know what is happening and you plan ahead. I know that sometimes even when the update comes, there's not enough time for you to plan ahead, because some of these changes take effect in months. If you are here in the UK and you have family, because we've been hearing stories of people dropping down and dying, you know, due to overworking or no rest and all of that, please, I beg you, get life insurance. In the UK, you have a wife, you have children. My dear, whether you as a woman or the man, get life insurance. You need to get life insurance just in case if anything happens, your family don't get to suffer. You do not want to leave this world knowing that the child or the children you brought to this world are gonna suffer. I hope with this little point of mine, I've been able to convince and not confuse you that planning is very good. Every point I just listed here, if you can't achieve it, it's fine. And again, I'm not saying, oh, you have to do this. No, it's just me sharing my opinion, because life happens to people differently. Some people can do this, some people cannot. At the end of the day, do not give yourself headache. Do what you can and leave the rest for God. Happiness comes first. Put your happiness first. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Bye guys.